the fundamental thing is that they are afraid of Hindus, because Hinduism has got the entire thing thought out, and they do not understand. They think there is something there, but they do not want to accept it. So they are all out to destroy.
Actually, Illaipa, so if you look back during the great scientific revolution of the 60s or 70s with Einstein and Bohr and all of them, they all attribute their knowledge to the Upanishads, not even to the Vedas.
Listen. If you are talking of these are the savants, the learned people of the Western civilization. And this is among hundreds of millions, one man here, one man there. But the people by and large do not understand, and what you do not understand, you are anti.
Okay, but some of the names I just want to point out: Nikola Tesla, Niels Bohr, Albert Einstein.
I know.
Heisenberg.
Yeah.
These are all people that even who's the atom bomb guy? I forget. These are all attributed their
correct
and even Carl Sagan is the one that brought this to the fore.
Correct then. See, the Hindu Dharma, the Sanatana Dharma has been existing since ages. It is only recently, say 500 years or something, that the Western man has crossed the seas and come and found that these things are there. They went to Indonesia, to Asia, to India, and etc. And their aim was only to plunder and loot, and then they established empire and all that. That was their aim.
Yeah.
Then they found there is something. Oh, these yogurts are doing something. The man is standing there in the morning, looking at the sun, going round, and what is all this? So they are finding it very funny and very stupid.
Because to them, the sun and the moon are not sacred.
So that fellow is doing Sandhya Vandanam. That fellow doesn't know what is Sandhya, what is Vandanam. He knows only to kill and to rape and to loot.
Because they were in the dark ages.
So this is the people who came and they put their understanding of this culture, this system, to their people back home. Their people back home were brought up with this diet, that these people are primitive
heathen.
And they are heathen.
They're heathen, heretics,
so
they're witchcraft.
This is the most diabolical mindset in the world.
Yeah, but
if you see wherever they have gone, this continent.
Look at this continent. Yeah.
This continent of America.
Plundered.
They had, even the South America. They were peopled by gentle people.
Yeah.
Who lived gently and
with the land.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they had a culture and they had huge wealth. So when the Western man came, who came? Columbus came. What kind of man was Columbus? You put a statue in the New York and here and call it Columbus Circle, and in your Astoria there is that guy is most wretched, wicked people.
But Appa, now
they are
heroes. There's such a movement here to get
pull down all those statues. Don't divert.
Okay.
So these were the people who were heroes. Then what happened? Much later came the church. And what was the church? From day one, they only wanted political power and to subjugate the people. And if they get more and more people following Christianity, then they win. So now today it's a race between Islam and Christianity. Who gets more followers? They get, somebody will blow the whistle and say you are first. This is nonsense.
Yeah.
So this is the concept.
Appa, that was, yes, definitely up to the 90s. I feel like in the 2000s, 2010s, people are privy to this. Because of globalization, people are aware that this is, maybe in the West they aren't as aware of how it's happening in the
in Hinduism, there is no such concept that this sect or this type is more or that is less. There have been cases where Vaishnavas and Shaivas have fought. But it is
there's a general understanding of the same.
It is a set principle that you sa eka.
Ekam satyam.
There are any number of paths. Each according to his own, he takes a path. Nobody should stop him. And if you are earnest and you pursue your seeking of God, a guru will appear. You don't have to call for him or seek him. Guru will appear. And maybe you will seek him because your mind will set you to something. So Guru will appear, and Guru will tell you one word, and a word to the wise is enough mutual to calamity. Here they will guide and tell you, and then you will find your way. Each person will have his own way. There is no such doctrine that you must do this then only. But these are
in that way it's extremely open, extremely fluid. Each person has his own path.
And there are structural aids
Correct.
which will help you towards that. If you do Sandhya Vandanam daily, and if you do Veda Parayanam daily, there's a certain physical, mental, intellectual, everything which is being exercised on a daily basis, which helps your physical body, your mental body, your spiritual body, everything to develop day by day by day. So it will lead you. So this is Sanatana Dharma. So those people do not understand this concept. They only understand that I am God, you must kneel before me and offer me this.
It's a power play.
So theirs is only power play. So do not bring them in comparison. Coming back,
in most civilizations, power play exists. But then I think, thankfully, in Hinduism, or Sanatana Dharma as we call it, that has largely been separate and distant from the power play that's happened in India through dynasty politics or whatever. So it's been separate.
I am not there. So now coming back to this, the time scale which we are talking about is what I have already said something about. Coming back to the Srimad Bhagavatam, we have got this.
Well, just the time scale you're talking about is from the Nimisha to the Manvantara, right?
Okay.
These are the different.
So
all in between.
I just want to bring the another aspect of it, that we have got these stories in the Srimad Bhagavatam of the Dashavataram. From the Malsyam, Kurmam, Varaham, the Narasimha, Vamana, Parshurama, Rama, Sri Rama, and Krishna, and all that.
Krishna, and debatable Buddha, or
what is Krishna?
Either the Buddha or Balrama, depending on.
Forget all that. See, you are going into details. Some
semantics. I'm going too much.
No, there's some things we do not have complete knowledge of our own.
That's true. We do not know.
Things.
We can't talk about
so no need to quibble about it and get into argument about something and lose yourself.
Yeah.
So when was that? 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 We don't even know. It's so far away.
We do not. I think it's that's the most important thing to say. We do not know. We are not aware of.
It is so far back. It is in our book that it is so. So you read the book and you say, "Oh, this is so." Then you become superstitious. They are reading that book and they are saying, "Oh, there is a fish, there is a turtle, and there is a boar."
And then it's all allegory. Also, we are an allegorical culture. So we talk in.
So the point is that even today, this is Christian 2020, correct? Now you go back to 0, there was a quarrel there. There were so many people who said, "I'll kill you and I'll make this is my calendar. Date starts today." No, you are dead. This is my date. So they have fought about this date. We are talking about way back. And Krishna Avatara exited after the Mahabharata war.
Correct.
Krishna went into the ocean and finished, vanished.
Okay, we're ready. Time to go. Okay.